Today I'm replacing the entire Catback exhaust system of my Lexus with something better. Oh, it's a bazooka. And louder. And I'm going to show you every single step so you can do exactly the same thing by yourself at home. A little background of my build: this is my 2007 Lexus IS350, and this build started as a bone stock daily driver, but later I changed almost everything on this car to make it look better, perform better, and feel better on the road than it already did. This build was also displayed in a few car shows last year, particularly in the Driven Auto Show by eBay Motors, and this build received a lot of attention at the show. And today, the goal will be to make the car sound much better. This Lexus already had some exhaust work done from the previous owner, and for baseline reference, this is what the car currently sounds like. Installing Catback exhausts by yourself does sound a bit complicated, but what if I told you it could be done at home with a few basic tools? But of course, nothing ever goes exactly as planned. Halfway through, I discovered a problem left behind by the previous owner that completely changed the game plan of this installation. So I'm gonna figure out how I can solve these problems quickly, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna compare the sound with and without the silencers so you can decide for yourself which setup you prefer on your new stainless steel exhausts. So without further ado, let's get the Lexus jacked up and unbox my new Catback exhausts. In today's episode, I'm going to be working on the Flash Arc Catback exhaust system. They reached out to me and they wanted me to check out their product and review it on my car. So whatever the results, watch it until the end of this episode and judge it for yourself if you guys like the exhaust system or not. Alright, here is the first Catback exhaust. First impressions are actually very good. The welds look clean, the burned exhaust tips looks great, and it even comes with removable silencers if you want to tone the sound down. But looks are one thing. The real test is how well it actually fits. So now it's time to get the Lexus in the air and see what we're working with. So I also have this Y pipe, which is a direct OEM fit to the Lexus IS350, and the car is all jacked up nice and steady. Well, this installation just got a little more interesting. After jacking up the car, I realized that the previous owner had already modified the exhaust system, which means this isn't a completely factory system anymore. If your Lexus still has the original exhaust, you probably won't have this issue, but I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to work around it so you know what to look out for. So here are the two Catbacks that we need to work with, and as you remember, the Y pipe right here is something that we cannot remove. It is directly welded right over here, and if you come closer you will see that it is welded to a new muffler right there, which is something that is not present in the stock IS350s or IS250s. This is something that the previous owner installed by himself. So it is literally impossible for me to get rid of this Y pipe to install my new one. So now I have two options. I can either loosen up these bolts and try to fit only the two new Catback exhausts, or I can cut the exhaust pipe here after the resonator and adjust the height of the new Y pipe. And this way I can fit everything perfectly. Let's try the easy option first and see if they line up. Now it's just a matter of getting the old exhaust off. Most of these bolts have probably seen a lot of seasons and have been sitting here for well over a decade. So don't be surprised if they're completely seized. Instead of fighting them for hours, I'm gonna use my induction heater to break the rust loose. And honestly, this thing makes a huge difference if you work on your own cars. You will notice some smoke coming out and also some cracking noise. Once it's red hot, that's when you know to break it out. I kept a fire extinguisher around me just to be safe. Alright, let's see if this worked. There you go. And it was as easy as that. Look at how rusty these bolts are. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the hot rod on this nut too and follow the same steps on the other side. Alright, both the nuts and bolts are out now. And here is what it looks like. But I have to loosen up these holders. There you go. One is out. And there you go. Alright, one side of the exhaust Catback is out, and here is the rubber bushing that was holding it. Awesome. So this one's out. I'm going to repeat the same process on this end. Use my heat induction. Get these two bolts out too, and then we can install the new Catbacks. Alright, both sides of the Catback exhaust are now out, and there they are. If
Here's the comparison between the new ones and the old ones. The only noticeable difference that I can see is the distance between the two holders right here versus this one. I'm not sure why this is so further away. During the installation process, I can figure out how to proceed with these distances and if it's going to affect at all. And I couldn't have removed the old Catback systems without that hot rod right there. So I really recommend it if you guys are interested. I'm going to put a link in the description for that hot rod, so you can also remove your bolts and nuts easily. So I'm going to utilize these new nuts and bolts because the old ones are really rusty. Alright, I've loosely fitted this Catback right here. It looks good so far, but the only problem here is that there is a very big gap, which is causing this exhaust flange right here not to align together. So one bolt in, the other one is impossible to go through, as well as you can see, the alignment of this Catback right here is a bit crooked. It is touching the diffuser right there. And this misalignment is primarily because of the previous owner's exhaust work right here. And the length and angles of these flanges are very different, which is going to make it very difficult for these aftermarket Catback to sit directly. And as well, I tried the other side too. It just wouldn't fit. So the only feasible solution I see here is to go to an exhaust shop, fabricate and remove this Y pipe and install the Flash Arc Y pipe, and then it should be way easier for me to install these Catbacks. Alright, I am back from my buddies at Competition Muffler and Shocks, and they helped me out with this section here. So which is why I had to get it cut here, shorten up the length of the new Flash Arc Y pipe, and then relocate the flange here. When you install the Flash Arc exhaust kit in your car, you will not have to do any of these because this kit is actually made for the Lexus IS. So your installation will be pretty much plug and play. Other than that, I also went ahead and test fit my Catbacks and it all fit perfectly without any changes. As long as your Y pipe fits properly, everything else should just be bolt on. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten them properly. And coming up at the end on the hangers, as you can see, most of it was a drop-in fitment. This portion was stretching out the stock hangers too much, so I just ended up asking the muffler guys to bend this a bit and make it stronger. And the installation looks absolutely gorgeous. So now I can go ahead and tighten these bolts up, drop the car, and then we can test out the sound.
This is the part we've all been waiting for. First, we'll hear it exactly as it comes out of the box with its silencers on. Then I'm going to pull them out and see just how much of a difference they actually make. I'm honestly excited to see if it's going to be a huge change or a subtle one.
Alright, let's test the cold start with the filters on. Alright, so with the filters on, the sound actually sounds like the exhaust system I had previously installed. I don't know if you can hear and compare in the video, but it does sound very much like the sound I had before with the previous exhaust system. So now let's go ahead and remove these filters and unleash the beast. And to remove the filter, I just need my 3/16 and hold it with a spanner on this end. I already went ahead and removed the screw on the right side. Alright, the silencers are now out and this is what it looks like. Looks pretty sick. And inside is well made with some really nice resonators. And here are the old exhaust system that I had. These are not OEMs, but I can tell you for sure that the Flash Arcs sounds absolutely way better than the ones I had before. And these are my old Y pipes. Here is where I had to cut it out because of the additional resonator by the previous owner. But for your installation, you don't have to deal with any of these if you have a factory exhaust system.
Alright, the car actually sounds really good, but a few revs in the driveway can never tell the whole story. So let's take it out for a test drive and hear what it actually sounds like. Alright, overall I'm super impressed with how it turned out. The flash art kit actually brings so much life to my Lexus IS350. The only obstacle I ran into was caused by the previous owner's custom exhaust job, which wasn't ideal for my situation. But if your Lexus is stock, this flash art kit should be a direct drop-in fitment for your Catback exhaust. This is genuinely a super easy DIY job that you can tackle at home with basic tools. And personally, I think it completely transformed the character of the car for an affordable price. So if you guys are interested in picking up one for yourself, make sure to check out the link in my description and use my code BuildFixCars to get an instant 15% discount on any of your orders. I have some really cool things lined up for the Lexus in the future, and also on the side I have some surprise builds coming up on the Corvette. So stay tuned and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this episode, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and until next time, I'll see you on the next one.